do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the opening kickoff will...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected. Cross button. Circle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Wilson on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Again.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. F-led red option is selected.
Touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
D-pad right button.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And unable to get down.
Entering play call, coach suggestion. Flanker drop, HP bait, 400, inside zone split.
Defense for the Ravens. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week. Because
Square button.
when you take it
Triangle
away,
button.
interceptions, what do you do
Cross
now
button.
when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your
Cross
quarterback,
button.
make sure you
Triangle button.
before you
Cross button.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected.
defensively. Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Putty slide, wing power O, puck corner, stretch alert, AHD power O.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 4.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HP inside zone is selected.
Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense.
R1 button. R1 button. Triangle button.
Had a chance to get off the field.
Cross button.
Get it done.
R1 button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Power red is selected.
Going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Cross button. Cross button. Cross button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Entering bench swap slash escape roll flat smash spot.
That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a
cross button, circle button, triangle button, cross button, cross button, square button.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he is going to
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HP base is selected.
So from the 39 now, they'll
cross button,
first and 10.
Try backs protect.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on
entering play call, slants.
Well, I think the hope
Player
is, when
formation,
it's like that,
gun.
maybe you catch the defense off
Option is set.
guard, but
Option.
they were all
Option.
over that one.
Option is set to option is set. Empty base flex. There are 17 categories. You have 9 options. Verticals is selected.
Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try
Square
to make
button.
amends on 2nd and 15.
Max protect. Cross button. Square button. Square button. Circle button. Square button.
Air this one out for
Triangle button.
and that's going to be incomplete.
Entering play call.
Trying to take
Formation.
a shot, but
Code
it's-
4 verticals.
That's what
4
you
vertical.
do
4
against
vertical.
receivers.
Floored cross.
Physical with him. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
This now, play number 9
Cross
on the
button.
drive.
Cross button.
Long.
Triangle button. Contact. Cross button. R1 button.
Throw again.
R1 button.
Sir.
Triangle button.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches.
Entering play call. Level switch.
Convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute
R1 button.
here on this
R1 button. Cross button.
Check 48 to the mic. Check 48 to the mic. I'm coming after you. Get up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about.
Entering play call. Go Y corner.
Defensively
Red
pretty
option.
good.
Y shallow crop. AHD power
for the
O.
stop.
Y
It's
stick.
right there. And if
Ravens power. AHD power O.
they won the first battle, keep coming out.
Complaint. Coach suggest. Jet touch pass.
The line of scrimmage, the 7
Cross
now.
button.
2nd and goal.
Squeeze, get in there.
Circle button.
Check.
Max protect. R1 button. R1 button.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Add attempt is selected.
Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosa.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchdown.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. On plan. You have 34 up. Cover 3 spot. Cover 3 cover 2 drop. Cog 1 QB contain.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Entering play call. You have on plan. You have cover 1 cover 1 contain.
Defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Entering play call. You have 30.
We step
Cover 1
aside here.
cover 1 SS spy.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson now. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. 6 yards.
Entering play call. Cover 1 SS spy.
Ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across.
Entering play call. Cover 1 SS spy.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson
Cover to contain.
when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down.
Entering play call. You have have 34 options. Cover 3. Cover 1. Cover 1 SS Spy. Cover 1. Cover 1 SS Spy. Cover to contain. Tampa to cover to Tampa to contain. Cover 1 SS Spy. Cover 1 cover 1 SS Spy. Cover 1 contain.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout.
Entering play call. You have 34 options. Cover 1 contain. Cover 1 SS Spy. Cover 2. Cover 1 SS Spy.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Spread. Spread.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The game, they've got to be effective on passing.
On plan, there are 7. You have 34 options. Cover 3 Spy select. Cover 1 contain. Cover 1 SS Spy.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Triangle button.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are call levels.
New York offense
Square button.
Their next
Triangle button.
coming up on their second drive of the game. Had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB mid-draw selected.
I think the head coach.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB mid-draw selected.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cross button.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 20.
Entering play. Flanker drive. Keep attack. Flanker drive. Keep attack.
You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Jets on 3rd down.
Circle button.
For 3.
Circle button.
That streak
Cross
going.
button.
This is 3rd.
Cross button. R1 button. Square button.
And this pass broken up.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Coming from Braden Mann. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good return there. 7.
Entering play call. You have 34 options. Cover 1 contain. Cover 1 SS Spy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody.
Entering play call. You have cover 1 SS Spy.
Interesting to see where the patience is on both sides.
Cover to contain.
Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last
Audible.
3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside.
Entering play call, you have 30. On plan, there are coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
That's out quickly to Bateman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Entering play call, coach confirmation. There are 7.
40 yards between the two.
Auction is set to triple 12 plays.
Teamwork play, because guess what?
Auction is set 1-5-5. Nickel overload. Cover 2.
Offensive line.
Cover 2.
Play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Audible.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Eluding the Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes, left side. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That event is selected.
Crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressive?
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill.
Entering play call, 1-5-5 TDL gap. There are 8 categories. You have 18 options. Cover 3 show do is selected. Nickel overload, play, formation, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. You have 30 options. Cover 1 LB blitz press is selected.
Really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you said
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
all you can do. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the
On
big
plan, you have 34 options. Cover 3 spy, cover 1 can, cover 1 SS spy.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Here's Jackson to throw. This one incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And when it's said and done, it's a...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. Double slants, F-led red option, flanker drive, inside zone split.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter
Triangle button.
Again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected.
Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on
Cross button. Cross button.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one up to about the 30.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Zone kick jet is selected.
Staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it. 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Second down and 3.
Square button. Cross button.
48 mark.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected.
Partner, running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final.
Entering play call.
With that,
Spacing.
out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Cross button. Cross button. Cross button.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected.
Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Fade stop is selected.
So after the run for no
Square
gain,
button.
2nd and 10.
Square button. Circle button. R1 button.
Here's Wilson.
R1 button.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they go backwards here, losing.
Entering play call. Coach suggests post HD corner.
Be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Cross button. Cross button. Cross button. Cross button. R1 button. Triangle button. Cross button. Cross button. Square button. Cross button.
To throw.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
To his left.
Square button.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9. Fade smash. Double. Fade smash.
The New York offense taking over.
Circle button.
Possession.
Triangle button.
Plenty of time remaining here.
Triangle button.
Minute.
R1 button.
They just want to protect.
Triangle button.
To add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to do
Entering
with the team
with
is very
slants.
simply, if you can get out of bounds
X-Hatter.
after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock
Cross
it
button.
and start over again.
Cross button. Circle button. Cross button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it.
Entering play call. Keep curls.
A rookie mistake.
Bench exited.
Down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for
R1
them.
button.
Calling plays
Circle
on the
button.
side of the ball.
R1 button. Cross button.
Field on that last one before he brought it in.
Backs protect. Square button.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as a...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Line was this defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast.
Entering bundling adjustments. Screen run inside is selected.
Halftime report. Coach.
Throw it medium. Run out. Throw it medium.
All right,
Entering
Coach,
play
thanks.
call.
Yeah, both
Special
teams wanting
teams.
to
You
make
have
some
6
changes.
options.
It's been
Kickoff
a
left is selected.
battle to this point. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returned.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Down 11 yards on that pickup.
Give cushion.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
In today's NFL, ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
Entering play call. Coach plan. You have 30. Cover 1 contain.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Entering play call. You have 34 options. Cover 1 SS spy.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is
Entering play call. You have 34 options. Cover. On plan. There are 7 You have 34 on plan. Coach suggestions. On plan. 40. Option is normal. There are 2 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 3 is select. Cover 2 invert.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
7th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker with the extra point. And
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. F-led red option.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the
triangle button
on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You had 30 options. Stretch alert execute is selected.
Offense.
Double slants.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the
square button. Square button. Triangle button. R1 button.
Now Wilson.
Square button. Triangle button.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Entering play call. Coach on plan. Player. Formation. There are not. Option is empty base flex. There are 17 categories. You have 9 options. Vertical vessel. Compact.
To do exactly what
square
you
button.
set the tone.
Cross button.
Coach, talk
Cross
about
button.
plays.
Cross button.
Aggressive.
R1 button.
That's exactly what they did.
Triangle button.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the return across midfield and to the 40.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Entering play call. On plan. Errors. Formation. There are 7. Prevent.
Every defensive
40. Option is normal. There are 2 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 3 is selected.
A lot harder to spread, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards.
Entering play call. Normal. There are 2 categories. You have 9 options. Zone blitz. Engage 8.
2nd and goal.
Audible.
One more time with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced.
Entering play call, wing pair, jet 6 drive.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And
Triangle button. R1 button. Square button. R1 button. Circle button. R1 button. Triangle button.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
Entering click MTN counter formation. Coach suggests under Y option.
Going to take care of it.
Inside zone.
About being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack.
R1 button.
So
Cross button. Cross button.
2nd and 10.
Triangle button.
Now it's Wilson.
Cross button. R1 button.
Right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough.
Entering play call. Power O.
Brandon, perfect defense.
Lead red option. Putty slide. Red option. MTN power O. Lead red option. AHP power O.
Watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off.
R1 button. Circle button.
Making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets the first down here as he's taking.
Entering play twice to Ravens power.
I like this
FB rub flat. Player. There are 9 from 8.
I need one.
Special
Let's go
single.
get that.
Wing pair.
Ended up picking
Jet
up
6.
2.
MTN counter STR. T attack. MTN counter STR. Cross button. Cross button.
First and
R1
10.
button.
Wilson. On the slant, he's got Davis. And the result here.
Entering play call, wing pair. You have AHP dive, AHP inside zone.
Fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be.
R1 button.
Passes completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Entering play call, wing pair. You have 12 options. Spacing is selected. AHP inside zone.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
Entering play call, wing pair. You have 12 options. Spacing is selected.
Needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Cross button. Cross button.
Wilson.
R1 button. R1 button.
Right.
Square button. Square button.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And to the 40.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are cover 3 buzz my punt plan. You have 34 options. Punt plan. There are 7 categories. Coach punt formation.
So, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks,
4 nickel.
it may take a few
Normal
years
care.
before
Cover
they get
3.
all the
Cover
stuff
6.
out of them that
Nickel
they
blitz
did
2.
earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Entering play call, Hail Mary. You have 3 options. Hail Mary is selected. Formation. There are 9 categories. You have 8 options. Hail Mary is selected.
But I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
I form. Wing. You have 15 options. X slant is selected.
To be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Jets off.
Triangle button.
To start their next drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped.
Entering play call. Wing. You have 15 options. HB led by the selected.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt
Formation.
by the defense.
Smash HB check. Flanker spot.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Triangle button. Cross button. Cross button.
Wilson. He's got it complete to Gronkowski.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second.
Cross button. R1 button.
Take what
Cross
you can get
button. R1 button.
to the tight end. Now
R1 button.
trying to convert on
Cross button. Triangle button.
He's got Gronkowski yet again. A great effort there to shed the contact.
Entering play. YSAL. Silim. Mesh spot.
In the third
Double
down
post.
conversion, 5 yards on the play.
4 verticals.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So signs of life in what's
Cross
been a
button.
dominant offense
Cross
in
button.
the second half.
R1 button.
First and 10.
Triangle button. Square button. Circle. Backs protect.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just
Entering play call. Coach Sig. Bench exited. Corner strike.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their
R1 button.
at the line of
Triangle button.
scrimmage. No space to try.
Triangle button.
Really nice
R1
job
button.
to the ball
Cross
carrier.
button.
rolling to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Entering play.
Get a couple
Ravens
yards
curl.
on that
AHB
one. And just
flood.
like that, it's
AHB
third
slip
down.
screen.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits.
Circle button.
Catch.
Circle button.
Almost on the
Circle
spot.
button.
That means after
Square
running
button.
plays, harder to move it.
Cross button. Cross button.
Down.
Square
Wilson.
button.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he
Entering play. Strength flood.
down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8.
Square button.
Logic says they
Cross
don't get a
button.
touchdown out of this
Cross
drive.
button.
But the way things
Square
are,
button.
I don't know if I
Cross
put
button.
into my defense.
Triangle button.
He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football.
Entering double slant.
Second half, last thing they needed was to lose the
Play
possession.
person. Recent plays. There are 9 categories. You have 9 options. Strong flood is
The
selected.
defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down.
Cross
now
button.
Second down.
Cross button. Cross button. Square button.
From the gun.
Square
it's
button.
Wilson.
Triangle button.
And this throw incomplete. Now the
Entering play call. Recent corner strike. Double slant. Middle high low. Corner strike. Double slant. Corner strike.
As a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Circle button.
A long
Circle
way
button.
here on third
Square button.
for the 8th.
Triangle button. Triangle button. R1 button.
Left.
Triangle button.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions.
Job of
Hot
picking
player.
up yardage on
Hot
third
player.
and long.
Formation.
Sometimes you just have to
Goal.
take what the
Hit.
defense
Special
gives you.
team.
And in this
Field
case,
goal.
it
There are
wasn't
5
enough.
categories. You have 6 options. Fake educator X not be selected.
Rosas' kick is good. And that'll get the lead.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start.
Entering play call, normal, cover 3 match.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
Entering play call, formation. There are coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Brings up second and a yard.
Cover 1, cover 4, cover 3, concept. There are play, zone, go, blitz, man blitz. There are 3 categories. You have 90 options. LB Dogs is selected.
Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy.
Entering play call, play type. There are 7, man blitz, inside blitz, TD strike 1, Skinner.
This fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation.
Audible.
Young man.
Bateman going to get it now on the jet sweep. No gain on the play there.
Entering play call, man blitz. There are 3 categories. We have not inside blitz,
On defense,
TD strike 1, play call, zone blitz, overload freeze, play type. There are 7 categories. Coach suggestion, cover 3 hard, cover 3 cloud press.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop here will come.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
5 mark. So this defense wanting to
Plan. You have 30. Cover 1. Cover 1 SS. Cover 1. Cover 1 SS spy.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Spread. Give cushion.
Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Down.
Base lock right. Base lock right. Safe man right.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Tucker's kick is good.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Bench swap is selected.
For their next possession.
Cross button.
And last time
Cross button.
it's not what they wanted. They wanted
R1 button.
at least
R1 button.
something out of the drive.
Circle button.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not
Entering mesh spot.
take it.
Slot out.
Points on the board, but this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be good.
R1 button. Circle button.
Just
Cross
inside
button.
30.
R1 button.
Throwing
R1 button.
Wilson.
Triangle button.
Out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. Boy,
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he is met at the line of scrimmage.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now contact up front as penalty markers come.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover 3 buzz mic.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. Trucks over him. And effective running here. He'll take it down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest.
Cover 3 match. Punt plan. Formation. Quarter. 40. Option is set. Normal. There are 2 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 3 is selected.
Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
Buying time to his left. And he's across for the touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just...
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
The play stand, and they'll take that.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's thrown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Corner strike is selected. R1 button. R1 button. Triangle button.
From the last drive, he'll look to throw. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Square button. Cross button. Square button. Circle button. Circle button.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
Entering TBL ins. Y stick hit. Y sail. 4 verticals. Corner strike.
Damage here after the catch. A real
cross button. Square button. Cross button.
In the red zone.
Square button. R1 button. R1 button.
And he just throws this one away.
Entering play call. Recent plays. There are 9 categories. You have 9 options. Corner strike is selected. Cross button. Cross button. Cross button. Triangle button. Square button. Cross button.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Cross button. R1 button. Cross button. R1 button. Square button.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Yeah, baby. It's game, baby.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles.